Welcome back, listeners, to Season 2 of the Sugar Side Podcast. I'm Garrett, and as always, I am joined today by my best friend, Tre. How are you doing, Tre?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. I love that for Season 2, you pulled out a happy dance on a Wednesday. How special is that?
You gave it away. I thought that we were going to keep our days secret and
Oh,
based
you're
off of the
right.
happy dance. I was trying to throw them off on the first episode. You don't know me.
Like, what day
You
is
don't
it?
know me.
Yeah.
I'm unpredictable.
You don't know me.
You know, exactly. Did you have a good
No,
holiday break?
It was, man. It was a great break. A lot of time with family. My wife and I were sick over Thanksgiving, which sucked a little bit, but we rebounded for Christmas. And it was a really good time. And, you know,
See,
as
I've been
much
sick
as
for 2 weeks, so I got it full blast Christmas. Christmas Day, I went through a whole box of Kleenex.
Dude, there's nothing worse than pulling the last tissue out of a box of Kleenexes. And then
It's
you're like,
really,
how
I
sick
did
am I?
that today? How? Yeah, oh, come on.
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me.
You don't
But it's
realize
still
how
not over.
few. No, like you don't realize how few tissues come in a box of tissues until you're really sick, and then you're like, they should make these bigger.
Yeah. I need towel-sized Kleenex today.
Right. But if you're not sick, a box of Kleenex can last you like a year.
Well,
It's
I'm
kind
gonna
of
do
crazy.
my best to not cough my way through this podcast. But you know, holidays were great and everything. I sat around missing doing the podcast, brother. I was like, come on, let January roll around so I can get back in my seat across from Tre and keep talking about the stuff that we love.
No, totally,
Always
man.
a good time.
And for context, ladies and gentlemen, today off camera was the first phone call Garrett and I even had since the season 1 ending podcast. So we haven't spoken to each other for as long as
For
we
a
haven't spoken to you guys. And I feel the same way. I missed you a lot, and I miss you guys too. I miss the audience a lot. I miss the interactions on social media. It's been a hole in my heart that I didn't realize was going to be there as prominent as it was. And I'm glad to get back into the swing of things for sure.
The hole is only going to keep getting bigger this year, Tre, because 2026, we have a lot planned already, and I'm excited to jump into it today. First, I'm going to start with a brief movie rant. Now, these are not all of the movies I watched over the break, because that would be crazy. That would take a whole segment of its own, because all I do is watch movies. But I'm going to keep it to 3 that I've found interesting, okay?
I'm excited.
Briefly, really fast, I have to preface this, okay? Scrog, you are our top commenter, okay? I know I need to watch the Becky movies, okay? Becky and The Wrath of Becky. I will watch them. I'm throwing that out there now. That's my New Year's resolution. I will not resent you for it. I will watch the Becky movies, I promise. And I'll talk about them on the podcast, okay? I know where to watch them, and I will do it. I swear. I haven't gotten to it yet.
Where do we watch them? Because I might as well join in if we're going to talk about them on the podcast. Where is
Paramount Plus?
Paramount Plus.
That's our top comment is, when are you going to watch the Becky movies? So, sure, okay. I'll do it.
We say it all the time. If you're going to comment and say what you want us to watch, we'll watch it. And who are we to ignore our first suggestion? So, Becky it is. We'll get to it for sure.
Becky and The Wrath of Becky. I'm in. Okay. So, I'm going to start with a movie that genuinely changed my life.
Wow.
Yeah. This movie was amazing, Tre. It's been on my watch list for a long time because the trailer shows that won a bunch of awards, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, this trailer and the fact that it won a lot of awards means, like, I have to watch it.
Yeah.
And that movie was Hundreds of Beavers. Hundreds of Beavers was awesome. Have you seen anything on it?
Not a single thing. I don't even think I've seen a trailer on it, to be honest with you.
Okay, well, this pitch is not going to sell it to you because because on surface level, okay, if I try to describe this movie to a normal person, they'd be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" So here's the premise of Hundreds of Beavers. Okay, this is a black and white silent movie that is a live action Looney Tunes. Um, all of the animals in this movie are adults in mascot costumes. So all of the beavers are just like mascot beavers and bunnies and raccoons and all like and the dogs and the wolves. All of the animals are just people in mascot suits, okay?
Wow.
There is something so primal, so universally funny about a mascot falling over. I don't know what it is, but like just tripping and falling is the funniest shit I've ever seen in this movie. I was blown away. I thought that it was um such a combination of like a movie, a video game, internet culture. It was the best YouTube movie I've ever seen. If that like makes any sense.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
But it wasn't a YouTube movie. It's a real movie. But like you know what you like encounter on YouTube and I was like this is amazing.
That's
Like
so funny, dude. Yeah, I haven't seen anything on it. Is it in theaters? Is it streaming? Where'd you watch this?
no, this came out in like 2019.
Wow.
Or no, it was more recent than that. 20 something, 2020 something. But it doesn't matter. It was made by like a little group in Wisconsin and like they just went I learned so many things about this movie after watching it because I was genuinely intrigued. Like their main actor also wrote it uh and got frostbite during the shooting because they were on location the whole time. It's in the winter of Wisconsin and it's all about one guy who needs to kill hundreds, possibly thousands of beavers.
Beavers.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I don't know. The slapstick was incredible. The jokes were funny. They repeated jokes and like the callbacks got me every time. I laughed my way through this like entire it's like 2 hours of
Wow.
like like just silent black and white Looney Tunes movie. Like there's I'm gonna give us one scene spoiler just because I need to try to sell people to watch this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's one scene where the beavers put him on trial. Okay, and like it's an actual courtroom with a judge beaver, and they assign him a defense attorney beaver. Okay,
Yeah.
the prosecutor beaver gets up and goes "Nah, nah, nah, nah," and like has all these like moves and like is pointing to evidence and like character witnesses and pointing his finger and all that. And then it's his turn, and the defense attorney beaver gets up and gives the most enthusiastic thumbs up I've ever seen in my life, where he looks at me and he goes, and then he just trips immediately and falls over and throws all of his papers up in the air. That's S tier comedy. And then his whole speech is like him fumbling through his papers and like that, like with mumbling and be like, nah, nah," and nothing happens. All the jury's falling asleep. It's hilarious. Okay, you have to watch Hundreds of Beavers.
I think there's such an art to silent comedy
Oh
because
my
you
gosh.
have to really pick apart what makes a scene funny. They could have written a scene like that. There's thousands, I'm sure, scenes like that in courtrooms with lines that are funny, and it's the same vibe of like one lawyer or attorney is really prepared and the other one's fumbling over his words and this and that. Like we've seen that 100 times. But
But
to be
I've
able to
never
make
seen
that
it done in people in mascot
right,
outfits.
and to make it silent to where they have to act out the emotions of it for you to still feel it, it sounds funny. It really
So
does.
silent is probably an overstatement because they make noises and
Yeah,
stuff,
but there's not
but
like
there's no
line.
speaking. Like the guy will
Right.
go like, "Huh?" or whatever, but like there's
Mhm.
no like talking.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But even that,
Ah,
I mean, you have to really act your ass off to make noises in the right inflection to hit home the way that you want to.
the jokes land throughout Hundreds of Beavers, and I just need to it changed my life. I'm gonna watch it at least twice a year now. I know it. Like I
That's
just
so
know
funny.
that I'm the kind of person that will rewatch that movie forever now.
That's awesome, man. I definitely need
Yeah.
to check it out.
It was fantastic. Now, the next movie I'm about to talk to was not great, okay? But I had to include it because it shared the silent theme from
Mm.
Hundreds of Beavers. I watched the 1982 movie The Quest for Fire.
Mm.
This is a movie about cavemen, uh, all real people. where their tribe has fire, and then another tribe of like Neanderthals come in and takes their fire, and they don't know how to make fire. So the only way to
Mm.
get fire is to go try to find it from someone else.
So they're on a quest for fire,
They're
literally.
on the quest for fire, okay? This movie, think about it in this context. This is what I always think about, right? Empire Strikes Back, which we just went through our Star Wars thing, came out in
Mhm.
1980. Would you call that movie ugly?
Yeah, a little.
What?
I mean,
A
no,
little?
it's like no.
It
It's
you just broke my argument. I'm like,
no,
no.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. No, it's you couldn't call it ugly, especially looking back to the 1980s, especially, like, that movie's beautiful.
Yeah,
What they
and
pulled off
then
is
so,
insane.
that's my, like, bar.
Yeah,
And the
yeah, yeah.
Quest for
What was
Fire was, like,
possible in the
down
1980s?
here, bro. Like, the video quality, I'm like, "Did you guys shoot this on, like, I don't know, did something happen to the camera? Did something, like"
And they were like, we gotta shoot today. We don't have a choice."
It looked worse than, like, any home movie I've ever seen. Um,
Wow.
but, like, the video quality was really bad. The audio quality was really bad. Uh, I would say the makeup, I guess, was good because, like, some of the tribes are definitely, like, more in the monkey stage of evolution still, and so, like, it had that Planet of the Apes kind of vibe where, like,
Mm,
everyone had, like, big fur makeup and, like, weird foreheads and all that kinda stuff.
yeah.
I don't know, dude, like, I don't think I can actually say this part on the podcast because 'cause we'll get demonetized or whatever, but,
I'm
uh
nervous.
when your movie has more than one R word scene, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Then it's a little too much, okay? It's like, I get it, they're not involved, whatever, but, like, I don't know, you're in the wrong studio, I think. Like,
You think you think in the '80s, people watched it and they were like, there wasn't enough of those scenes."
they're all so coked up, they're just like, "Can we add 3 more?"
Yeah, come on.
Surely we
I counted
could.
on one hand how many times they had a scene like that.
Man, no, like, I don't know, it was an interesting watch for, like, the history of filmmaking,
Mm,
but, like, not for anything else.
yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's probably all I have to say about the Quest for Fire, honestly. It was just so weird that I was like, I think I need to talk about that I watched it, but, like, no, I do not recommend the Quest for Fire, not nearly as much as I recommend Hundreds of Beavers.
So let's say this, we'll put a challenge out there. If there's any Quest for Fire defenders, put your argument in the comments because every movie is somebody's favorite movie, and I kind of want to hear a positive
No,
spin
I'll
on that
say
movie.
the reason I watched The Quest for Fire was because I watched a video on, like, celebrities' top 4 favorite movies, and that was one of them.
Wow.
That should
Interesting.
be nowhere near someone's top 4. That makes me look at that person way differently. I forget
Yeah,
who it
right.
even was, but if I went back, I was like, "Wait a second,
Whatever
that's
they
one of
had
your favorite
planned,
movies?"
whatever they had planned, it backfired. Obviously, they were trying to be really cool,
Yeah.
and that
Ron
wasn't cool.
Perlman was the star for The Quest for Fire, so if I ever get the opportunity to interview Ron Perlman, instead of being like, "What was it like being Hellboy? One of my favorite characters in movies that I've ever seen." I'm gonna
Right.
be like, "Tell me about The Quest for Fire."
Yeah.
Surely there's a story or 2 you could tell me about The Quest for Fire, come on.
Did something happen to the camera? You
Yeah,
could tell me because I could tell.
come on, let me know. Uh, anyway, gosh, all I can think about now is I have 3 Godzilla posters in front of me, and right there, I need a Hundreds of Beavers one,
Mm,
just a big poster of it.
yeah,
The
of Hundreds of
tagline for
Beavers.
that movie is hundreds, possibly thousands. That's it. That's that's all the tagline is. It's
That's really
amazing.
cool. It really
Um,
did change your life if you want a poster in your room. That's special.
I want a poster of Hundreds of Beavers, I really do. I really do.
Wow, that says a lot.
I I couldn't recommend it more, I loved it. But I'm also a big man child, and Looney Tunes is, like, what I grew up on, so, like, that the cartoony humor was amazing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. So you had a third movie
I
review that you
did.
wanted to do.
I'm gonna keep this one brief because I know that you have not gotten the chance to see this movie yet, but I
Mhm.
got to see Marty Supreme.
I've been wanting to see Marty Supreme so bad. I really, really do wanna watch it.
what can I say other than it was great? It was great. The Safdie brothers, this was directed by only one of them, but together they directed Uncut Gems. And I
Mm,
love Uncut Gems. I
Uncut
think
Gems is
that's
really
one of the
good.
best movies of the last like decade. When did that come out? Actually, I don't. Time goes by so fast.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
but this one had a lot of elements from Uncut Gems. Uh, and I'm gonna keep this as like spoiler free as possible because the anxiety was insane. I love
Mm,
watching movies where the other person is going through more anxiety than I do on a daily basis.
that's what
So
brought the cops out. That's funny.
yeah, no. Uh, I will say I liked the ending to Uncut Gems more.
Okay.
Uh, Spoiler alert for Uncut Gems, but he wins at the end. It's like the big gamble of the whole thing that he's been struggling through, the anxiety-inducing journey that he's been on finally pays off, and he wins. And right as he wins, he gets shot in the head. And that's
Wow.
one of the best endings to a movie I've ever seen because it's totally unsatisfying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right
Uh,
when you think you're getting over the top,
you
you're
get
you're
what you
down to the very
deserve
bottom. Yeah.
when that
Right.
happens.
Right.
That's the feeling is like a person like that should not get to win, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, I mean, that does imply something, but Marty Supreme, I think, had a worse ending for that kind of reason, where it's like, dude, you've been a piece of shit this whole movie. I don't think that you deserve some sort of like redeeming thing at the end. I'm like, you should get hit
Mm,
by a bus or something.
yeah. Yeah. So maybe I'll save this for another time when I've seen the movie. But I haven't seen much on it outside of like I did watch a brief interview on what Timothy Chalamet felt like the movie was about and was for. And it's interesting that you have that take on the ending and his character given what they were supposedly going for and what they wanted people to get out of it because it wasn't that feeling according to him.
I think that this movie had a lot of potential for like weird admirers,
Mm,
like Wolf of Wall Street, where it's
mhm.
like you should not want to be this guy, but all of a sudden, people are like, I'm going to act like Jordan Belfort.
Yeah.
I think I think this movie has potential for people to be like, no, Marty Supreme's awesome, like all this. And it's like, no, dude, you should not be looking up to anything that he does like the entire movie because sure, it's all in pursuit of his dream,
Right.
but he's hurting so many people on the way. It's like
Yeah.
really bad. Like there were moments I went and I saw it with Dan, and Dan
Mhm.
hates cringy things that like are like uncomfortable.
Mhm.
And I heard him like audibly like wince like 3 times in the movie. He would say something and he would be like, "Oh, like how do you even say that?"
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I feel like he's so separated from humanity that getting a human moment kind of at the end is like, I don't know about that, brother.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're I think if it had the Uncut Gems kind of ending where like he finally does something and then he gets killed,
Yeah.
that
Would
that's
have been much better.
how those movies should end in my opinion. But
Right. And it sounds like according to Chalamet, it sounded like they were going for the never give up on your dreams, always keep pushing forward type of feel. And I was also excited for that perspective because I'm like, oh, that sounds like a cool message. I'm excited to see what they did with that. And now I'm even more excited to
no,
see it and be like, what?
this
Like,
movie is not optimistic. If you're like follow your dreams, then
yeah,
I'm gonna be like you didn't get it, dude.
yeah.
Like no.
And
Sometimes you
maybe
should give up on your dreams.
and
Like
maybe Chalamet didn't get it either. Marty Supreme didn't get it. He
yeah,
doesn't
I don't
understand.
know.
No, that's
Not
funny, man. I'm excited to see it.
I
And
would
I
say
definitely want.
definitely still worth the watch. Like
Yeah,
it was one of the better movies I saw in theaters this year for sure. And like if you remember my take on One Battle After Another, I was like going into Marty Supreme, that was my goal. I was like, my goal is just like, please let this be better than One Battle After Another. And it was, I think.
that's good to know, man. I'm excited.
I'm never gonna get over this cold.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right, man. Did you want to pass the sugar?
That's all I
Shall we
had
move?
as far as the movies. I mean, like, I definitely watch more movies, but, yeah, just keep it, like, to the brief recap highlights of, like, the good and the weird. One weird one in there. I've saw more than one weird one, but there you go.
No, I appreciate it, man. I like that you're always honest, regardless of public opinion or what you hear about the movies. We're gonna get it straight from you. And if
Brother,
you
I
don't like
watch
something or
dog shit all the time.
yeah,
Like, most movies are dog shit, just, like, to be out there. Like, there are a handful of great movies, and there's a
yeah,
lot of dog shit, and so,
there,
like, yeah, I watch what's on.
yeah. You're like, I'll watch it. I'm not gonna not.
I had to rent The Quest for Fire.
Wow,
I did it.
that's so funny. That's
Commitment.
awesome.
But I pass the sugar to you, my friend. What do you have for us next?
So this was supposed to be a little bit of a surprise. I spoiled it somewhat on the phone earlier, but we haven't really gotten to any guesses, so it's still going to be a good time. So, for context, ladies and gentlemen, I picked up at the grocery store the other day the Time magazine edition of none other than the Bob. And I was flipping through it. They have a lot of really cool backstory on character development and where they came up with the characters and the different environments and things like that. And I saw a list.
They came up with the characters. They're just ocean animals. You didn't come up with the
No,
starfish.
but like their original designs and how they were
Ah,
dressed
okay.
and different things like that over the years.
I
And
invented a squirrel.
right, underwater. No, but
Yeah.
they they had a list in the front that said the top 10 best SpongeBob episodes of all time, and I immediately became intrigued as to what Time magazine would name as the top 10 SpongeBob episodes of all time. So I thought it would be fun to have Garrett try to guess as many as he can. And we can decide whether you want to try to go in order or if you're just going to nail the ones on the list. But I will tell you ahead of time that their order is from 10 to 1, is how they list it in the magazine, if that matters to you.
I
Um,
don't think I'm gonna be able to do it in any particular order, but
yeah,
I
I
think
agree.
that I might be able to pick uh, based off of like what a pretentious Times Magazine article would pick.
Fair enough. Did you want a certain amount of guesses? Like, did you want, like, you could say like 15 and then we'll reveal the rest?
Uh,
What are you
Give me
thinking?
20. Give me 20. The
Okay.
2 to 1 odds, right?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
So he gets 20 guesses. We have 10 here, and any of them that you do get right, I will let you know, and we can keep track of which ones. How many are left on that list?
I'm gonna go for my Hail Mary shot right away and say that number one was Band Geeks.
You would be correct both on it being on the list and the fact that it's number one. It is none other than Band Geeks, which
It's everyone's number one, bro.
it's great, man. It really
Yeah.
is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
we got a call about a dying animal.
somewhere on the premises.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Okay, so Band Geeks is off. We have one down, and it is Band Geeks. What else you got?
Uh, okay, so I thought about this one, but I don't remember the name of the episode. So that might, does that like hamper? Would you be able to know by looking at it?
I should be able to because they have a small description after the name with like a
Okay,
picture of the
okay.
main characters in it. So I should be able to
I
figure it
think
out.
that Time Magazine would pick the episode where SpongeBob goes through their dreams in
So
season one.
I am shocked to tell you that that is not on the list,
I just feel
actually.
like that's something that like a pretentious little like, oh, this one's very artistic because they go to all the different dreams and have different interpretations, and Gary recites philosophy.
Yeah. No, not on there. I can understand why you would think so, and it's a great episode. It really is. There's some great lines in there and really cool interactions that SpongeBob had with side characters that he really hadn't yet that early in the show, so I like it for that perspective too, but not on their list, surprisingly.
Okay, so there, I did one for me, one for them. Now let's do one for me again, and I'm gonna go with one of my favorites, Dying for Pie.
Let's see.
These aren't pies; they were made in a factory, a bomb
A bomb
factory.
factory.
They're
They're
bombs.
bombs. Um, once again, man, strike 2. Not
That's a
on the
crime.
list. It really is.
That's an S tier episode.
No, I honestly, and I said this to you on the phone, I didn't give any spoilers on what's on the list ahead of time. but there is definitely a few that I would change. And so I'm excited for you to hear
I'm
their
shocked.
list, because that should be on there and it's not.
Oh, wow, that really kind of hurt my soul there a little
Yeah.
bit. That's one of my favorite episodes of SpongeBob,
It's
period.
a really good one. It's a really good one. And somehow it didn't make it on the list. So that's 3 guesses. We got 1 right so far.
Shit. Okay. Give me chocolate with nuts.
Chocolate with nuts is absolutely on the list. That is actually number 2 behind Band Geeks.
When they first invented chocolate, I always hated it.
Sweet chocolate. I always hated it. No, that's a great one. I got to give it to him. Obviously, I mean, I don't know if you remember this. I'm sure you did. But us and my dad used to say the line, "Fancy living, here we
Here we
come."
come. La 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 la.
Religiously, and the fact that they put Patrick with 1 tooth was one of our
Yep.
favorite scenes as a kid. It's a great episode. It had to be on there.
Are
I
you keeping
respect
like
them
a
for putting it
tally
on
for
there.
me? Because I'm not gonna keep track of how many I've already asked.
Yeah. Let me do that.
What was that,
Okay,
4? 5?
4. Yeah,
4?
that was 4, and we have 2
Okay.
so far on the list.
I'm gonna go with my number 1 favorite SpongeBob episode.
Okay, I
Okay.
don't even know if I know this.
Uh, well, that's because more recently I've been making the argument that like a full episode of SpongeBob should be your favorite, where like the back to back together is the best episode of SpongeBob. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not just like a 15-minute episode, but it has to be
Yeah.
both
But I'm
in
gonna
the
go with my
30-minute
number
block.
1 favorite 15-minute episode, which is Shanghai.
Let's see.
Patrick, the sky had a baby.
Shanghai is indeed on the list. It is number 8 on their list.
That's low.
It's
That's a
low.
that's a great episode.
So we
The
have
only way
what?
out is through the perfume department. That's my favorite episode of SpongeBob.
No, you're
Leedle,
good.
leedle, leedle, lee.
No, you're good, man. It's episode is so funny. It is number 8 on their list, which I think is low too. So we have 1 and 2 already down. That's number 8. So we have 5 other episodes that they think are better than Shanghai, and 2 more that aren't as good in their opinion.
Okay, for my next 2 guesses, I am gonna go with both episodes of my favorite full episode of SpongeBob. So the first one is Wet Painters. Give me Wet Painters.
Wet Painters is number 10 on the list.
I made it.
You made
I
it.
love that episode, dude.
It's really good. It's really good. We
Patrick,
have
yeah.
technology.
Oh, yeah. I don't think this bubble can get any bigger. Nonsense.
With the bike pump. Okay. So that was guess number 6. We're up to guess number 7. So almost halfway done. You have 4 down. So we have Band Geeks,
That's pretty
Chocolate with
good.
Nut, Shanghai, and Wet Painters. You're doing pretty well. I'm impressed.
Going with the second episode on that full episode because it's Wet Painters followed by Krusty Krab training video.
Dun 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 dun
Dun,
dun
dun,
dun
dun,
dun
dun,
dun
dun,
dun
dun, dun,
dun
dun,
dun
dun,
dun.
dun, dun, dun.
A reason on not this list.
You're kidding.
I'm not joking. It is not on the list. Wet Painters made it, but Krusty Krab training video did not.
That's ridiculous.
It's insane. It's actually insane.
That's easily one of the best episodes of SpongeBob.
For sure. No, 100%. And do you remember the advertisements for that episode? For like a month beforehand, they told us straight up that they were going to give us the Krusty Krab formula. Or the
Oh,
Krabby Patty
yeah.
secret formula. And so
No, you're
all
totally
of us
right.
were so excited to watch that episode because we're finally going to know.
Yeah.
We're finally going to know. And it's a great episode on its own, but that alone, bringing us to that episode was insane. I remember being so anxious
Yeah.
getting ready to watch that episode.
Can I make a Krabby Patty now?
My favorite of those cutaways is when he's halfway through it and they cut him off. It's like, can we make a Krabby Patty now? And
Yeah,
it
just
cuts in the
cuts it.
next scene. So good. All that to
Oh my
say,
gosh.
it's a shame that it didn't make the list, but it's not here. So
Yeah, that
you were
breaks my heart a
on
little bit.
you're on guess number 8. And you have
Okay.
4 on
Here,
the
I'm
list
gonna
so
wait
far.
until I get to guess number 10 to ask for like my first hint.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna think of 2 more episodes here.
Sounds good.
Okay, the Dirty Dan and Pinhead episode.
Let's see. I think that's there.
Forget what it's
Am I
called.
wrong? Me too.
I've been doing pretty good with the episode
You've
titles.
been doing pretty dang well, my friend. Unfortunately, not that well, because that is not on the list. And I feel like it should be, because that is iconic, and it's an
It's a
iconic
good
scene.
one.
Her waking up, it was so scary. As a
Yeah.
kid, I was actually scared of Sandy.
What the war now? The duct tape comes out and he just rips it off of her. Oh gosh. Okay,
Which one
fine.
of you fellers is the real Dirty Dan? I am. He just gets obliterated.
Okay. Wait. I'm
Guess
gonna
number
think of
9.
what Time Magazine would do for this one because I've been going off of like favorites.
Right.
And so let's go back to like what would pretentious Time Magazine choose? Give me fun.
Of course. Fun is on the list. It is number 3.
It would not be on my top 10, just saying, but I know how these people work.
Yeah, I feel like, and I don't want to give anything away. I don't want to make it any easier. But I feel like looking at this list as a whole, it's very, if you were to ask the normal non-SpongeBob fanatic person about these episodes, they've probably heard of them if they have a child. And Fun is a
Right.
perfect example of that. Is it a top 10
Yeah.
SpongeBob episode? No. Not to me and not to
Oh.
you. But
No, the episode where Plankton is on the beach with SpongeBob is way funnier with like the be assertive. Beep beep.
yeah,
Not insertive,
not
assertive.
insertive.
That episode's way funnier.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. But most kids have seen Fun, and parents have probably heard the song. And so I could see why that would make their list by whatever criteria they used. But yes, it is number 3 on their list. So you were up to guess number 10, and you wanted a hint.
You used me for land development. That's such a good line.
It really is, man.
We're season 1 SpongeBob. Okay, here's the hint I want to ask.
Okay.
Can you give me like how many of these episodes? I know that it's the only from the first 3 seasons. So
Mm-hmm.
how many more season 1 episodes? How many season 2 episodes? How many season 3
Jeez.
episodes?
I don't know if I know which season these are from well enough.
It
I
doesn't say.
honestly, it does. Hold on. We have 1, 2. I'm going through the ones that you haven't said yet.
Yeah, right.
1, 2. You have out of what? We have 5 left. 4 more of them are from season 1 that you haven't said yet. They're very early.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's kind of
Okay,
crazy.
fine. Well, crud, dude, because are they gonna say that the first episode is one of the best episodes? Is it the spatula episode with the Krusty Krab anchovies?
Help Wanted is number 4 on that list.
Yeah, okay, no.
The pilot.
Because
Yeah.
is Bubble Stand on there? It's a giraffe.
It's a giraffe. Should have been, and it's not. They put the pilot over Bubble Stand, and I don't know if I agree with that, but it was
Yeah.
their choice.
At least I got Help Wanted, so that's 2 guesses down, so I have 8 left and 4 to go.
Yes. You're on guess number 12? Yeah. Yeah, guess number 12, and you have 6 on the list. You have 4 left, like you said. So that
Crud,
was one
season 1?
episode on the list that was still from season 1. You have 3 others on this list that are all from season 1, and then you have 1 from season. Actually, is that true? They're all from season 1 and 2. I'll tell you that. The season 3 ones are done. You got all of them.
Shit. Give me Tree Dome. I don't need it. I
I
definitely
don't need it is number 5.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, making some progress. But season
Making
1
some
is not my
progress.
favorite.
It's not. Hold on. Did we get that? No way.
What am I missing out on?
Well, I guess they would consider that the other part of the pilot. Because this says
What?
Tea in the Tree Dome is season 1, episode 1. But then it says that Help Wanted was the pilot, unless they call Help Wanted and Bubble Stand the pilot, and then Tea in the Tree Dome is technically still episode 1, but that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I
I don't
haven't
know about
seen
that,
it
but either
listed
way,
that
it was
way.
season 1. So you're on at
Yeah.
guess 13, and you have Yeah, you
3
got
left,
3
right?
left. You got 3 left.
And 2 of them are from season 1?
Yep.
Lord.
One,
Ooh, this
I'm
is
surprised that you haven't gotten. I don't know if it's one of your favorites, but I could understand why it's on the list.
give me pickles.
With Bubble Bass?
Yeah.
No, not on the
Oh,
list.
no. Oh, no. You're surprised I haven't gotten one of them?
I am. Yeah.
Is it a holiday special?
No. No holiday specials.
From season 1? Krusty Krab pizza.
No, and I'm so sad about it. That was the one that I was really mad about, but Krusty Krab
Are
pizza
you
is not.
kidding me? I
I'm not
wasted a
kidding you.
guess?
I'm not kidding.
That's ridiculous.
It's insane.
You're gonna
It's
put a bunch of season 1 episodes on there and not put that one?
No, I'm with you, buddy. It's crazy. It's
Oh, that
crazy.
made me, like, genuinely mad. I'm, like, actually angry. What do
No,
you mean?
I was too, because Hannah and I went through this list and she had the book, so I couldn't see them. And I was trying to guess as we went along, and I thought it was going to be number 1. I can understand why
Stop
it's
it.
not, but I love
I
that
want to
episode.
throw up right now, and it's Time Magazine's fault.
Yeah, dude. They
They
somehow
didn't put that on there? That's insane. It's
over
not just a boulder, it's a
it's a
rock.
rock. Over half of this list of the top 10 episodes of all time are season 1 episodes, and somehow Krusty Krab Pizza didn't make it. I don't get it, but it's not on there.
Really getting concerned for my guesses now. What am I how many do I have left?
You got 5. You're on guess 15.
No.
And you have 3 left, so you got to start racking them off.
No. Hall monitor.
You're going to have to write a letter to Time Magazine because
They didn't put Hall monitor on there as a season 1? You're kidding. This is a joke list, right?
it's not. It's not.
You're scamming me.
No, I'm not.
He's just standing there.
I will menacingly, I will say the title of this article is the best episode ever. Let's debate. I feel like that opens the window for a debate. With Time.
You're just wrong. You're just wrong.
You're just wrong.
If I was tasked with making this list and it was like, okay, you have to include 6 episodes from season 1 and then like 2 from 2 and 2 from 3, then like, what is the season 1 list? Is there still one that you think I haven't, like, that you're surprised I haven't guessed?
The one that
Give
I'm
me Bubble
surprised
Buddy.
you haven't guessed genuinely isn't from season 1, but one of the episodes from season 1, I'm surprised you haven't said it, but it's not one of my favorites. But
Give
I can
me
see
Bubble
why
Buddy.
Bubble Buddy is season 2, episode 3. It is number 7 on this list.
Okay.
So
I
you're
have
on
2 season 1 episodes left?
Yep. So you got the 1 season 2 one left. The 2 left are still season
How
1
many guesses
episodes.
do I have left?
4. You're on 16.
4 guesses to get 2 season 1 episodes. Oh no. I feel like I've listed the best season 1 episodes.
I feel like you have as well. I could give you another hint if you wanted.
Would like another hint, Regis.
Okay.
Phone a friend.
Both of these episodes are about characters that are not Spongebob, but they are somewhat main characters in the show.
Those episodes happen later. Like I'm thinking about like Mrs. Puff. And it's like Mrs. Puff's episode in season 1 is I do have a guy in my head giving me all the answers. The act
Mrs.
natural.
Puff, I'm cheating.
Move. And the big toe. That's season 1. That's a SpongeBob episode. So that I think I can cross off.
Is that a guess?
No.
Okay.
I'm talking out my logic.
Yeah, that's
right
okay. I'm just making sure.
Because like Mrs. Puff gets a like her own episode later with when she goes to prison.
Yeah, right. It's chilly.
So I'm
same
trying
as
to think of
always.
like how centric to other characters is it? Like super centric to the other characters?
One
Is
is
SpongeBob in them?
one. Yes, he's in them both. One is the
Oh my God.
introduction.
Oh my
of
God! Stop!
characters.
Wait!
Okay.
Don't say anything else. If this episode's on here, I'm actually gonna throw a fit because this episode sucks. Give me Squeaky Boots.
You will be glad to know that Squeaky Boots is not on this episode, or not on this list.
I was really scared there for a second because that's a Mr. Krabs heavy episode. And
It is. And
it's
honestly,
season 1.
outside of Wet Painters, Mr. Krabs didn't get enough shine on this list, but that's a conversation for another day.
I love Mr.
So
Krabs.
you're on guess 17. You still have
I would have put the
two.
episode of Mr. Krabs and them going fishing on my top
Yeah.
10, I think. No, it's
Yeah.
actually Coral Blue number 2.
Yeah.
And then did you kiss it with coral blue lipstick? Yeah, I love that episode. Anyway.
You hooked my first dollar on the backswing. Get it back here before I kill all ya. Like that episode is so good.
Fuck,
But yeah,
dude,
you still have
okay.
2 left on the list. You have 3 guesses left. So you got to get 2 of these next 3 right, bud. It's coming down to the wire.
I'm really upset. One, because I think that this list is illegitimate.
We will go over the entire list when we get through it, and I'm excited for you to rage all over again because it really made me upset last night.
Dude, Krusty Krab pizza, that made me genuinely angry.
Oh, you and me both, pal.
Okay. An introduction to a character. We already did Sandy, because that's She at the Tree Dome.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the Pearl episode where he takes her to prom?
Nope. I like that episode. I wouldn't put it in the top 10, but it is not that one. So that is, you are on guess 18 with 2 left.
No. It's over.
You got to get them both. Clutch up right now. I will say, okay, last hint, because you're in the guillotine barracks right now. So I'll give you one more hint. One of the episodes is not only an introductory episode, you haven't mentioned these characters at all in any of the guesses that you've had.
Oh, is this Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy?
It is indeed. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy is number 6 on this list, specifically the first one, which is the first episode they're featured in.
And it's wrong,
bad.
Trey. It's
wrong.
the Man Ray episode.
It's what?
It's the Man Ray episode. Is that
the first one?
No, I'm saying that's the best Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy episode.
No. The first one is not the best one, but is the one they put on this list.
Yeah, no, hard disagree with that. That should not be on a top 10 for anyone.
No, not at all. It's not even a good episode. I couldn't even remember what happened in that episode, to be honest with you, because I remember the other Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy episodes. I remember
the first episode is them just meeting him at the retirement home.
Yeah, I remember Man Ray a lot more, and I remember when...
Because it's good!
Yeah, it's so good.
And the Super Friends
Super Acquaintances.
The Quickster. You want to see me go that mountain back? You want to see me do it again?
Yeah, Krakatoa. Like, so much better. They had so many other choices that they could have made, but that is their pick, is the first Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy episode. So, for recap,
last one.
We have 1 spot left, and you have 1 guess left.
Give me something to work on, though, because holy shit, I can't think.
So my last hint was that it was an introductory episode. My next hint is it is a bit of a backstory episode to a character.
Backstory episode? I mean, the only person I can think of is Plankton. So, like, would it be... But that's not a backstory episode.
Yeah.
That does have a great line, though. This is my lab. Woof, woof. And this is my laboratory. So stupid.
It's so dumb.
Backstory episode? What the fuck?
Maybe that's a bad hint. Maybe that's a bad hint. God. What can I say without giving it away? You've mentioned this character in other guesses. You have, with one of these episodes specifically, that is on the list, but they made it twice.
Is this Texas?
I want to go home.
Oh my God.
I want to go home. Texas is number 9 on this list, ahead of Wet Painters, by the way.
That's ridiculous.
That's insane. That's insane.
I would have reduced the number of season 1 episodes. I would have changed the season 1 episodes. I would have had more episodes from season 2 and 3.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I will still review the list, but I will tip my hat to you that on your very last
pick, finish line,
you got it. And that's better than it could have gone, because it was looking dark for a minute. So, to review, from 1 to 10, Time Magazine's top 10 SpongeBob episodes of all time. Number 1 was Band Geeks. Number 2 is Chocolate with Nuts. I'm okay so far.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Number 3 is Fun. That's insane.
That's insane.
That's insane to me. Number 4 is Help Wanted. Sure, it's the pilot. It's funny. Still insane.
Whatever.
Too high.
Yeah, it's got some good lines, but I don't know.
Number 5 is Tea at the Tree Dome. when in doubt, picking out. I mean, it's iconic. I need it
Yeah,
as iconic. Would I put it number 5? I don't know, but I can
I
understand
don't
why it's
know,
on the
but,
list.
like, if I needed season 1 episodes to be on the list, that's one I would think of.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Number 6 is the original Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Shouldn't be on this list.
Shouldn't even be on it.
Number 7 is Bubble Buddy. Okay, it's
Okay, whatever.
my
My
friend's in
friend's in
there.
there.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
congratulations.
You knew
Like,
exactly where we were going with that.
yeah, for sure. Like,
Did we
all
just
right,
jinx the same line?
we did. We did.
Once again, congratulations.
Number 8 is Shanghai. Should be higher. That
Should be
episode's
higher.
hilarious. That
Yeah,
episode's hilarious.
definitely.
Number 9 is Texas over Krusty Krab pizza is ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Just because people go, "What are you, stupid?" No,
Yeah.
I'm Texas. What's the
What's the
difference?
difference?
Like, but the entirety of that episode doesn't hold a candle to Krusty Krab pizza.
The we don't make pizza. We don't
We do now.
deliver. We don't deliver, but you do. Like that episode's so much better. And number
Agreed.
10 should be so much higher. It's one of my favorite episodes of all time is Wet Painters. Wet Painters at number 10 is disrespectful in and of itself. I don't care that it made the list. That episode's amazing. It's
Yeah, I
so good.
agree. No, I know. That's why I say it's the best full package SpongeBob episode because it's Wet Painters and Krusty Krab training video. That's a
Yep.
great full
That's
episode.
a great full episode. And the fact that that episode, Wet Painters, took place almost entirely in the same scene, they
Yeah.
don't leave.
No, this is one
They
room.
don't need to. Like,
Nope.
it's so good all the way around. But ladies and gentlemen, that is
I could
Time
just take
Magazine.
out a dollar and put it on the wall, and it would be like any other dollar. Patrick, quick, get out your wallet. Okay, but I don't know where you're going with this. And then why does Mr. Krabs have a vending machine in his house? That's one of the funniest
Right.
gags I've ever seen because he instantly goes to a vending machine to put his dollar in.
Right.
Why is it in Mr. Krabs' house? That's
Like,
hilarious.
the suspense of being like, oh my god, he put it in the vending
Yeah.
machine, and then it keeps
Oh,
spitting
Pat,
it out.
no.
And he has Patrick, no.
Shoves it in.
Oh,
Oh, gosh.
so that is Time Magazine's SpongeBob top 10 episodes of all time. Clearly, we don't agree with a lot of these picks. Let us know in the comments what your top 10 episodes would be. I will say the one thing I tip my hat to, and it makes a lot of sense, but they didn't have to do it, and we've said it before, SpongeBob ends after season 3 in the movie. And I was happy to see that at the very least, all the episodes on this list were from the first three seasons. They get it.
If they had put something from like season 7 on there, I would have gone and burned down the building. I'm fine making those kind of threats. It would never happen, but I would.
I
You
would.
hear me, Time Magazine? You better watch yourself.
I picture yourself showing up in the gorilla suit from SpongeBob.
From SpongeBob. Yeah.
I am in a
They're
gorilla
on to
suit.
us.
I am in a gorilla suit. I thought I was doing a pretty good job.
That's stupid. All
Oh
right,
my
buddy.
goodness. All right. We
Let's
got one
pass the
more
sugar.
sugar pass. Yes,
I
sir.
won your little game. We're
Oh,
moving on to our next movie series, and I'm really excited to get started on this one with you, buddy.
me
Because we
too.
finished Star Wars. We announced it at the end of season 1, but our new series is the Miyazaki Ghibli movies.
Mm-hmm.
We are off to a pretty good start because
We are.
we started with Nausicaä, Nausicaä of the Valley of the Wind. And Trey, a fun fact for you.
Mm-hmm.
This movie isn't technically Studio Ghibli because it came out before the studio was formed. We watched it because it was Miyazaki's first movie.
Gotcha. And that makes sense. I mean, I looked at the date and I didn't realize that it was from 84. That's crazy.
Only
How
2 years
good.
after The Quest for Fire, can you believe it?
Can you believe, dude? It looks so good.
It looked
The
really
art is
good.
so good. Like, I did
No,
not
I've seen
expect
this
it to
movie a
be.
bunch. I've
Yeah.
seen it a lot. But it has been a minute because it is not typically one of the like my go-to rewatches of
Mm.
these Miyazaki movies.
Mm-hmm.
But watching it again, I was like, oh yeah, I remember why I liked these movies, like what got me started, and like the music is awesome in Nausicaa. I
Totally.
remember knew how to play all of these themes on the piano way back when,
That's
and
really cool.
Nausicaa's is really good.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. It really, really is. The music was awesome. The artwork was amazing. The color gradients were amazing. I love in like the mid 80s through the 90s, and like obviously Miyazaki being Japanese, like a lot of his art style looks like anime from that time. I love like different little things they do, especially when things go really fast and like explode. The way they draw that is so nostalgic to me because it looks so much like the shows we grew up watching that like it
I
just
agree.
I'm glued to the
I
screen.
noticed the explosions this time too. I was like, the explosions are really good.
They're really, really good. And like the sound quality when things explode, like you feel it. It feels like you're vibrating. Like you feel the impact of them in a really, really cool way. And it was a really cool introduction to the series. It's not my first Studio Ghibli movie that I've watched, but it was my first time watching this one. And I was impressed, especially with it being Miyazaki's first movie. He hit it out of the park right away. And we went into this series or kind of announced it at the end of season one that we were going to watch the Miyazaki movies specifically because each one was kind of like a statement piece by him, depending on what he cared about at that point in his life. Um, and I looked it up when the Clean Air Act was passed in the US because I was interested just from the perspective of, okay, clearly this is a lot to say about environmental protection and um, living harmoniously with the environment around you and the destruction that humans can cause by being selfish and their short-term gain ideas. Um, and it had been over 20 years, but I thought it was a really cool way to illustrate that in a really unique fashion for sure.
Think going into Nausicaä, I have this like thought in my head, and so it's gonna be interesting once we get there. But the reason why I don't always go back to watch Nausicaä is because I think that that same theme is tackled and handled better in Princess Mononoke,
Yeah, I could see that.
which is a movie that we're going to get to.
Hmm.
Uh, so like it, I don't know, the themes of the environment and humanity, like at odds, are in both of these movies. I just happen to prefer Princess Mononoke.
Yeah.
But that's not a knock against this movie, though. That's what I found myself like this time around was like acceptance. I'm like, just because that's the case doesn't mean that I have to like Nausicaa any less.
Right. Right.
I think Nausicaa is a great MC.
Yeah.
Um, and I like that. I don't know. Maybe it was the animation and that it's older and the setting or whatever, but I get such like Legend of Zelda vibes from this movie anyway that I
Totally.
was just having a good time.
Totally. And I think Nausicaa is a character that you almost have to love. Everybody likes her. I loved watching her navigate these difficult situations and these difficult conversations with people who were convinced that they were doing the right thing. And she stood her ground, but she did it in a way that like she won people over and over again. And she just moved with a lot of grace and truly cared for everyone and everything and was like, "Hey, like even if I disagree with you, you need to realize that this is for the betterment of everybody, you included. And I understand like where you're coming from, but you're fucked if you do this. And you don't know that now, but like, please, like, this isn't even about me being your enemy. This is more like I'm trying to save your ass from something that you
Yeah.
don't understand."
No, it's true. I liked that we got to have an inside look kind of at like three different factions
Yeah.
because you have their own like Valley of the Wind people. You have the
Hmm.
Tolmekians who are like these like Fire Nation people,
Right.
uh, and you have Pejite.
The Pedrites. Yeah.
Um, and did you watch it in English?
I did. Yeah.
Did you know that the Prince of Pejite, the like pilot that she finds, I forget his name already,
I actually have
is
the
Shia
characters
LaBeouf.
pulled up. Asbel is his
Asbel,
name.
that's Shia LaBeouf.
Is it really?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Wow, that is really crazy. That's
So
cool.
long. I
That's
I
really,
wonder
really
when
cool.
they did the dub because he would have been too young
Yeah, right?
in 1984.
In 1984, how old was Shia LaBeouf?
Was he? He was probably just being born, right? Like,
I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. Side quest.
how
When
old is Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah. Well, because I think, like, my sister who's decently older than we are. She was born in '88. So I'm thinking, like, how much older is Shia LaBeouf than my
Yeah.
sister?
I don't know. Wasn't Even Stevens coming out like
Yeah.
in the
Interesting.
90s?
Yeah, they did the dub later, like really late, because he wasn't born until '86. So this movie was out for 2 years before he was even born.
Yeah, yeah. And by the time that he's recording, he sounds like a teenager, like young adult, whatever. So
Right.
they must have done the dub well into like maybe even 2000s.
Yeah. Yeah, that's also that would be an interesting fact to know too. When did they dub it? Would
I don't know
you
when it became available in the United
in
States.
English, yeah. Would you moving forward, do you think that watching it in dub loses anything?
No, with the Miyazaki movies, I feel like you could do it either way. And also, I mean, I grew up with these movies in English, so
Mhm.
at this point, it actually feels kind of weird to switch to the sub.
The Japanese, that's
Um,
understandable.
just because I'm so used to the cadence of how the people deliver their lines in these movies.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
totally.
I think you're fine. I mean, even the most recent one, The Boy and the Heron,
Mhm.
um, Robert Pattinson plays the heron, and he does a great job. So like, there's always good performances through these movies.
Yeah, so that shouldn't matter. Okay, that's good to know. But yeah, I think the look into 3 different factions was really cool. I think how they interplayed was really cool. Um, because you really got a sense of they were being selfish, but to them, they were doing it for the right reasons. And it's like the tale is of as old as time, right? Like
Yeah,
they just want their people to prosper. And they realize that they have to step over other people to get there, but it's not really about the other people. And like it's the very a cool illustration of like from one person's perspective or one group's perspective, they're evil. Right. But then it like switches perspectives and you realize they're just people too. And they're just trying to survive too. And it's like, I don't know, you kind of feel for everybody throughout the story. I also thought it was cool that like even though that he made it this kind of interplay of the environment is something to be protected and we can live harmoniously within it, that on the surface, the forest and the jungle was poisonous and it seemed bad. And it seemed like, well, yeah, we can burn it down because like the insect's protected and it's awful and it kills people. And like, why would we want that? And it's like, I feel like so often in movies like that, the environment is just an environment and it's beautiful and it's lush. And it's like, you sit there and think, why would you want to destroy that? In this movie, you start out like, I can understand that. Like they're poisonous
yeah,
trees. Why would you want them to stay there? And I thought that was an extra cool little twist of like, actually, even though they seem bad, they're doing more for you than like a normal environment would. And you
yeah.
should like it more and like respect it more. I thought that was a really cool piece to it.
Yeah, that whole scene where they go under the like petrified trees that are getting turned into sand and like creating, you know, clean water and air.
Yeah.
Um, that's cool. Like the way that she's able to make her own little like garden in the palace of these poisonous plants, and she's like, the plants themselves aren't even poisonous, it's the soil. And
Yeah.
so like, you know, burning down the jungle wouldn't do anything because the soil is poisoned,
It's
not the
poisonous.
plants.
Right, right. So you have the wrong enemy. No, and it's they just have a lot of really cool artistic choices. Like obviously when oh what are the insects called? They have a name. The ohms?
The ohms, yeah.
Yeah, at the end when their feelers come out and they all like lift her up and
And she
she puts the
fulfills the prophecy.
yeah, yeah, and like I love the line from the older woman who's like, "Tell me what these blind eyes can't see." And then as soon as she comes up in the blue robe, her eyes open up really big and she's like, "Oh, it's the
Yeah,
prophecy." Like I thought that was so cool. That she had been waiting for this her whole life. She'd heard about it her whole life and it was such a tale that was so old that the kids around her didn't even know what she was talking about.
yeah. They just described what was happening, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah, oh my
everything."
god, look.
I don't know. I think I appreciated Nausicaä more this time around. It had been a minute since I had seen it, but I enjoyed it. I was happy to start this journey on a win. But
Yeah.
that's the thing with these movies too. I'm gonna have such a difficult time ranking these movies because I like all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I
There's
haven't heard
11
much
movies.
bad things about any of these movies ever. Like any of the Studio Ghibli movies, I feel like, especially the Miyazaki ones, I always hear positive things. So I'm excited to have to try to
Yeah,
have a
there's gonna
tight
be
race for
some that,
them.
like, I like more or less just because of where I am in my life, or, like, this one is, like, more little kid geared, so, like, I don't but I still like it, so it's like, how do I don't know. So, it's gonna be a tough one to
Yeah.
get through and, like, have a justifiable ranking. Because when I first wrote down my predictions, I wrote down my predicted rankings, and I had
Wow.
Nausicaä last, and I'm like, "Nausicaä can't be last."
I'm you should make a second list as we go, and we should compare your original list to
That's
your
what I was
after
thinking of
watching them
doing.
list.
Oh, I've got the book here. I need a pen. Okay, I got the book here, the Book of Secrets, and yeah, I wrote down my, like, prediction list of Miyazaki movies, and, at number 11, I wrote down Nausicaä, and it says "subject to change" at the bottom, like,
Yeah.
this list is subject to change, you can't read it, you can't read the whole thing, but where would I put Nausicaä now? I
No,
don't
yeah,
know.
that's the other thing is like it can't be 11, but somebody has to be. Something has to be 11.
Oh, this is gonna be really bad, dude. Now that I'm, like, looking at the list again, this is gonna be real bad.
I'm excited,
You know,
man.
I'm gonna be generous, but not that generous, okay? Out of because remember, this time you're keeping the secret list,
Right.
and
Yeah.
I'm having the public list.
Sounds
So at
good.
the
Yeah,
end,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna have your rankings all in order, whatever. Uh, so I guess this is still subject to change, but I'm gonna write down Nausicaa at number 9.
Number 9. Okay, moved up a little bit, but compared to
I
the
think it
others,
has to.
can't move up anymore. Yeah.
I think I enjoyed myself, too much to be like, "No, it's the worst one."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
do it.
You know what else I really liked about this movie, and I feel like I'm gonna like about a lot of them is I love when it's kind of like the explosion verberation thing. I love when animated movies and shows can make you feel what the characters are feeling and you actually like move when you're on your couch. When after she gets shot and she's trying to stop the baby Ohm from going in the acid lake and her foot goes in the lake and she screams, I literally
You
grabbed my
cringe
foot.
too.
I did. I was like, ow. I said it out loud and Hannah's like, what? And I'm like, her foot, dude. Like that
Yeah.
hurt. You know, like and like that's it takes a lot to do that and make it feel like as realistic as it did and it really does and I'm excited for that to be a prominent thing throughout these movies because I feel like Studio Ghibli does a really good job artistically with that with a lot of things that like you're going to go through it and whatever the characters are experiencing you're going to experience it and it's part of what draws you in.
Well, we're gonna experience it all, Trey, because this is only the beginning. I'm glad that, you enjoyed your time with Nausicaa. Next on the list is Castle in the Sky.
Castle in the
Uh,
Sky.
this was one of the first Miyazaki movies I had ever seen. Um,
I've never seen it. This is my first time with
okay,
Nausicaä and my first time with Castle in the Sky too.
we're gonna have a good old time. Just so you know, this movie probably also got a later dub, now that I think about it. I'm sure that all of these got later dubs, but the villain in Castle in the Sky is voiced by Luke Skywalker himself, Mark Hamill.
Wow. As a
Yep.
villain.
But he's always the villains, dude. He's the Joker.
That's
Mark
true.
Hamill has been the Joker forever.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Oh, but yeah, so he's the bad guy. He's General Muska in this one. And I like Castle in the Sky. I think that this one is an adventure movie, like
Mm.
in the same vein as like Indiana Jones. Like it's a nonstop action-packed fun time.
I feel like you like this one for that reason.
I
You
like
like
this
adventure
one.
movies.
I like adventure
You
movies.
like
I like the
swashbuckling adventures.
and you use the word swashbuckling. This movie has pirates. I love pirates.
I do love pirates too. No, that's awesome. I'm excited to watch this one. I'm excited for this series. I feel like you said, there's so much to like about these movies that I think the vibe is going to be a little different than Star Wars, because it might not be as much of a roller coaster of like, this movie is terrible. Let's try to think of something that's positive. But it's going to be a lot more fun to rank them because I feel like I'm going to
Because
like a
it's
lot of them, if not all of them.
I think that this ranking is way more like like pulling on my heartstrings. Like, I can't do that. Oh no. Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta put this above this. What do I do? Like, it's a lot more just like, not as cut and dry. I think Star
Yeah.
Wars, we can make it pretty easy
Yeah.
of
Right.
like
Right.
what
Right.
was bad and what was good.
Totally. And I think it'll be interesting to get our own personal preferences for movies. Like you loving adventures and those types of movies, like there are probably some type of movies that I like a lot that I might put some higher because of that. And I feel like those discussions are going to be a lot of fun. So I think it's going to be a good one. I think it's the perfect new series to introduce after finishing Star Wars. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you have or have not watched the Studio Ghibli movies, join us on this watch list and let's talk about it in the comments of what you think. Like we said, we watched Nausicaä of the Valley of the Wind. If you've seen it, if you haven't, go watch it. It's very good. We'd love to hear your thoughts on it, for sure, as always.
Agreed. Unless they're bad thoughts, keep that shit to
Yeah.
yourself.
Or we won't be nice in the comments. We
Yeah.
don't mind being mean to you.
All right, Trey. I think take us out from episode 1 of season 2, brother.
Season 2, ladies and gentlemen. That's so crazy. All of 2026 is the year of season 2. I'm so excited. I'm glad to be back with my best buddy in the world, and I'm glad to be back with all of you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, give us a like, leave a comment, subscribe on all social media platforms. We will see you on the next one next week for Castle in the Sky. We love you guys, and we will talk to you soon.